Previously on Survivor. A Maryland legend returned for a second chance, and the fabric of the game was blown into smithereens.
Am I gonna throw her under the bus? Is she gonna try and run me over?
On the new Furiosa tribe, the two Chris's and Eric stayed together, and Holly and LeCompte became the only partners to join together on a tribe.
I would love to get Eric out, but not right now, because we still do need to win challenges.
When Urukhai lost Steal the Bacon, the tribe set their sights on Victoria, until Schubel devised a plan of his own to blindside Michelle.
And I'm just gonna keep talking and talking and talking until they come up with the brilliant idea. You know what? We should go with Michelle.
Just before Tribal, the plan nearly blew up in his face.
Okay, little Mr. Inspector Gadget.
You're gonna gun for me this whole time. Are you kidding me? I was gunning for you this whole time.
But in the end, he still got his way. 15 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
We weren't on different teams.
Fluke and I
I just
are
don't like
good.
people to be standing out by themselves without support. I was just trying to...
Yeah, no, I get it. I respected it.
Tribal was hilarious. It was so fantastic. I just put all the cards out on the table because I want to appear honest. And this just works so perfectly out for me. As long as we keep our story straight and nobody cracks, nobody will ever know.
Yeah, well fucking done. We just pulled a crazy plan.
Alex G's got my back. I'm tight with the Forbidden Alliance, us four. I prepared things with Fluke even after that brawl. She thought we were in a big fight, but you know, I gotta do damage control.
Like, this is a game, everyone has to do what's best for their own individual game, but at the same time, we were all 100% honest with each other, and
That was intense.
at least we showed each other that respect.
Even Victoria's thankful because I made her think that basically I saved her. Because basically I did. And I was pretty vocal about it.
I just really wanted to thank you for really putting yourself on the line to save me, because
They were definitely pushing hard for you, especially in the fishbowl. I think you're gonna be on the block this week, but I might be able to pull some strings, and I'm a thinker, so I'm gonna try and think of something because you know I'd like to see you in this game.
yeah, for sure.
I hope we win because I'm in a great position with everyone. I don't want to vote anybody out, and as far as I'm concerned, nobody wants to vote me out. I'm gonna put a big target on my back by basically talking shit and standing up for my alliance, but it was worth it because now I'm in control, and you gotta come through me if you're gonna try and do some shit on my tribe.
Two in my case. I'm a twin. Did you know that?
No.
No,
Which one of you has them all? I'm just kidding.
I have one right here. You want to see it? It's really big.
No, I don't.
No,
We're not that. No, please.
Look at there's hair on it
The
too.
birthmark. Ew, it is hairy.
I know.
Ew, it's really hairy.
You guys have identical.
You weren't even kidding.
No.
Who knew Harry was back? Oh, God.
Me and my brother.
Turns out we're bringing back two people, Harry and Fluke.
The dynamic of our tribe is pretty set, I guess. It's me, Micah, Shannon, and Schubel on the top, with Alex thinking he's on the top, and Victoria and Fluke on the bottom.
I went off on you. I hit you with the boy hand. And when I went off on you, that would be Kirky.
Boy hand is.
This is like, if I hit you with this, you're about to be red. Reading is an act of telling
it's when you
somebody
read a
about
book.
themselves. No.
I like Fluke though, she's fun to have a tribal. She's very rambunctious, and has a very colorful vocabulary. And I don't know, I mean, she just makes the game much more enjoyable, so if I can keep her around just to have more fun, I will.
So I've decided that I'm not going to do that anymore.
Yeah, I think right now
It made things interesting.
blindsides would also be good now.
When Austin asked for idols, my heart like skipped a little.
I know. I was like, shoot.
I
I was
know,
like, oh,
I'm like,
I don't have it in my pocket this time.
I'm not telling people anymore that they're about to go home because that was a big, awkward, like, situation because of me. Oops.
She's dangerous. I'm scared of her.
I like her though.
Yeah, she's feisty.
She could be a number come merge. That's why we didn't really have numbers come merge. That was our issue last time.
Yeah.
If we were to lose again, I would hope the trio Schubel thing works out. I trust where the trio would vote at this point, but I'm not 100% about Schubel because something just like screams sketchy about him to me.
Merge is gonna be crazy this season. I mean, we're already there because we're trio's there.
We're doing
Just make a
good.
triangle.
Me, Evan, Shannon, and Schubel have a majority, which is great. That's just like, that means that I'm gonna make it to the merge. But I had this plan that I want to set in place. For me, I'm set on my tribe. Like, I'm gonna make it to the merge, and along the way, I can try and pick off other pairs. But on your tribe, we need to do things. As much as like I tell Chris LeCompte that like I'm with him, like I trust him, I'll work with him. I still see him as like the biggest threat in this game. And so obviously I'm going to try everything I can to get him out. Like, I don't know, anything you try to throw at Crystal Comp, he can probably find a way to deflect. So I don't want to put my name on this thing that I'm throwing at him. It will look like her victory, but I'll reap the benefits without the consequences. I think you should go after Crystal Comp. Every time you talk to, he's like on our side, but you can just tell that he has his own agenda that he's trying to play. And Eric, I think, is kind of just in Chris's pocket at this point. Like, obviously he has say, but Chris is like the biggest player.
Yeah.
As partners, me and Sierra, like, we're not really like friends. I don't know. From what I've heard of other people, is that like she's good at the game, but she's not good at the social game, which is like half of Survivors. You have to be able to talk to people, make alliances, and have people voting with you and not willing to backstab you. And that, without that, you're gonna get voted out. I don't know. I think if we play our cards right, I really think that we can pull this off.
I think so too. Yeah. I honestly do.
So hopefully she can pick it up and like maybe they'll see like she has nothing to lose. Like she's doing this to make a power move and like get out a big name player. Maybe people will respect that and go with her. Here's hoping.
I'm back.
Obviously. I tried not to like cheer when you walked in because I didn't want people to be like,
yeah,
what? You know what I mean? Urukhai came back, which was great for me. I'm not mad about it.
The vote was very predictable, but through the discussions that we heard, I found out so much, first of all, and I found out so much that they didn't tell me, but that I could see the dynamics going on.
She still wants to work with me. She FaceTimed me after their tribal and like gave me a play-by-play of everything that happened. I don't even know where to start with my fucking tribe. But Jordan, if you can somehow swing it to where he goes home, okay,
girl,
get that.
How am I gonna swing it that Jordan goes home? I considered it this week just because there was a time when I realized he was lying to me, and I don't like to keep around liars. But I knew it was going to take a lot of work, and I didn't need to be putting in that kind of work this week.
I gave her some advice. She gave me some advice. Like, we're still, like, come merge time, if she's still around and I'm still around, we're definitely working together. I don't see any reason not to. Well, Dubu keeps telling people on your tribe that I have an idol.
Really?
Yes. People have literally come up to me and they're like, Holly, like we heard you have an idol. Shubal's telling people that you have an idol.
We need to find a way to expose him that doesn't expose us. So in a group forum, let a little situation brew, and then somebody, let Ashley Roach be there, because you know she'll be like, well, tell me what's going on. And we'll get it popping. But we are just gonna ride undercover
for a little while. It was so smart on Shubal's part to just like come up with a bullshit lie like that. But it's not cool because he thinks, or he's telling people that I have it, which makes me think that he has it because I don't have the idol. So that's 3 red flags for me not to trust you.
I don't know how close you are with Chris and King, but I know they would vote me off probably fast.
So then, based on that, it's probably not a good idea or even very likely for you to try both of like flip on either of them. So in your own mind, because Chris, I mean, come on now, how influential do you really think you are?
Probably not that much.
Not that much.
I definitely would say I'm probably somewhere near the bottom still, which is why I'm kind of like asking for help more than anything. But I just like, are you?
Well, I mean, what kind of help are you asking me for? Are you asking for advice? Are you asking for me to be your friend? Are you asking for me to tell you what I know? I don't know what you're.
Kind of all of the above. I don't know. I voted out Michelle, who was the only person in the game I thought I could actually trust. And now Ashley Roach. Ashley Roach is telling me she feels safer than me. Am I really saying that? Like, I honestly have to be at the bottom. Not of the tribe, but the entire game. How am I still in?
And I do world if we lose this next one and Sierra goes home. Then we lose another one after that. You're the easiest target.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what you were asking me.
Doesn't worry you at all? I would say the next
Worry me that you're on the chopping block? I mean, no, it doesn't really matter.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying that the next easiest target other than me would probably be you.
Yeah, that's 3 tribals away, assuming that we lose all 3 tribals and that the merge doesn't happen before that.
How do I say worse than Ashley Roach? Come on. Like, if Santi had told me that, fine. If Holly had told me that, fine. If Sabrina had told me that, fine. Even if Sierra had told me that, fine. But Ashley Roach told me that. Come on!
If I have advice for you, I'd say lay low on this one. Don't try to pull a fast one. And if we lose, be the first to bring up Sierra's name.
I don't know. I mean, I was also on a tribe where I preached from day one that there was a strong group of 4, and that if we didn't take them out, they would pick us off one by one.
How well did that work out?
They picked us off one by one because no one wanted to make a big move.
Yeah, well now you don't even have a strong group of 4.
Why? Why are people just gonna let walk into the merge? God, people are so fucking stupid. I hate people. Come on. I don't know. The only thing I have working for me is that I don't know where Holly sits.
I mean, you're close with Ashley, right?
I mean, pretty close, yes.
Because what she told me, she actually told me to my face, which I was like, didn't even know what to say, that she thinks that if we lose, it's 100% going to be Sierra or myself.
And I don't want either of that.
No, I don't want either of that either. Do you want to make a big move?
Absolutely. I've already been thinking about it. Alright. The partner twist I'm playing very hard for. 2 rounds of immunity is huge. And I think it's going to be even bigger for Chris to win. Like, I think he wants it even more than I do because he's already a target. People already want to vote him out. I personally will not write his name down until we either do or do not get this reward. But after we get this reward, I am all for writing down Chris's name because he talks to everyone and is probably the best player in the game.
Between the 2 of them, who would you prefer to get out first?
Eric.
Why?
Because I just know Eric does not trust me at all.
Way less of a threat.
Not even. Maybe not socially,
not even
but physically.
Contest. Physically,
Chris has a bum leg.
Physically, that's it. So you would prefer to get King out of Chris?
150%.
See, I'm 150% going the other way.
Chris Thomas, that was the first words out of his mouth the first time we met. He was like, I want to make a big move on Crystal Comp. And I was like, how about Eric? But people are already trying to make moves, so it could be at any moment.
Why would you think you're so high on Eric's target list?
Because he doesn't like me.
King is much easier to
He's mentioned my name to Shannon, so I'm watching out for my own back on that one.
And hopefully you watch out for mine.
Yeah.
Because right now you're like, probably my closest alliance after this one talk.
That's so sad, I'm sorry.
Sad. Yeah, no, it's pretty bad.
Well played, Chris. Well played. I don't know how you did that. Literally everybody's like, yeah, let's vote Chris out. Yeah, let's vote Chris out. No, not this week, next week. God, people. Jeez. You would have thought it'd be a bunch of fun characters, but in reality, it's a bunch of soft characters. Next thing you know, the only person that's going to want to make a big move is Nicole Seppi.
Okay, yeah, so you're definitely not in the most prime spot.
Right, so that's why I wanted to talk to you, because I know you're a smart player, and
Thank you.
I think everybody knows that you're the best player, that's why you got so far. And again, sorry for the whole bashing you thing beforehand. I was trying to win you votes.
It's okay, it worked.
It did, right?
A little bit, I think.
I got you Exandria, didn't it?
Yeah.
Is it helpful?
That's my thing. That's not yours.
Sorry.
Obviously, if you've seen my season, Chris Thomas and I are like not the best of friends. He's kind of a douchebag. So I was like not happy that he was on my tribe, but also I was like thinking, wouldn't that be funny if like Chris Thomas and I like ganged up and had like a secret alliance?
I had thought about like you and I like working together because no one would suspect it. Yeah.
Right. I have to do that because my dad told me to.
Your dad told you
He
to?
did. When I told him I was playing All-Stars, he asked if you were playing.
Really?
Yeah. And I said
Did
yes.
he watch it?
Yeah. And he said the one person I should definitely work with is you.
Why?
Because nobody would expect it.
That's true.
The way I see it is, if you wanted to, you could probably get me voted off easily. If not the first person from my tribe. Which is why I'm coming to you to ask you not to do that.
Obviously, I don't like him as a person, but I think I don't know. I wouldn't mind using him to my advantage once again. And like, if I vote him out, but I don't really have his back, there's like not a lot of stake for me, you know, but if I keep him around, that's like one other person later on. That could be good for me.
If we were gonna go to tribal, who would you want to go?
Anybody on the tribe?
Mm-hmm.
Probably, since you're gonna go around and tell them, probably the comps.
I'm not gonna go run and tell.
Then probably the comps.
Okay.
Was that it?
Just curious. I don't know. From ours, like strategically, it would make sense to vote out like Eric.
Why Eric?
I don't really know Eric. I know Chris.
Exactly how I feel.
Everybody talks to Chris.
But like Chris and Eric are like, yeah, I know, but like,
everyone wants to be buddy with him.
But like, Chris isn't gonna win though. I don't really.
You think he's gonna want to protect you?
I mean, him and I are like really good friends.
I mean, you are not really good friends.
No, not really.
So not looking good for me.
He had talked about voting out Chris the Comp, which like I know is a good idea. Like it is a good idea.
I mean, obviously, like, you're close with Chris, so I can't really preach that he's a threat to you.
Yeah. I mean, no, I know that he's a threat. Like, I understand
other than
that.
you, I think Chris is the best player in the game. Plus, he's like a pretty physical guy.
Yeah.
He's got a great social game. He's strategic.
I feel like since him and I are actually friends, that he wouldn't be like that, but at the same time, it's like...
His exact quote to me on the guy's tribe was, "I'm not here to improve friendships.
Right.
I'm here to win the game."
Right.
If we lose, I think it'll be really like interesting to see who's on the chopping block, because it would be really strategic to break up Chris and Eric. And then like Chris Thomas is on the out, so I feel like that would be an easy person, but then like I wouldn't want to vote him out. I never want to vote anyone out. This is the problem.
Okay.
Please don't stab a giant.
I'm not gonna stab a giant.
I trust you. I don't know why, but I trust you, Cole.
It's All Stars. This game's weird as shit. You gotta mix it up. You gotta stir the pot.
Alright, welcome back, tribes. Furiosa getting your first look at the new Urukhai tribe. Michelle voted out. You guys ready to get to your next community challenge?
Yeah.
Okay, Eric, first thing. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. Urukhai, I know you guys won it first time. For today's challenge, we will be bringing back an old classic. This is, what's Sabrina, give me a look, why?
I swear to God, I'll snip you say it, I'm walking away.
This challenge is called, we're calling it Night Pursuit.
Oh my God.
Everyone from season 3 is done. Both tribes are going to be running around as a unit, carrying a large wooden plank with some weight on it. At any time, one of your teammates can drop out. There is no 5-minute period. At any time, you can drop out of the challenge, but that will put more weight on the rest of your tribe members to try to carry it around. The first team to catch up to the other team will win immunity. Simple as that. Give you guys a minute to strategize, then we'll start. All right?
Yeah.
Probably. I haven't really
sprint and we don't catch up to them?
Exactly. Then we're in trouble.
We can beat them.
I think we can go their pace longer than they can go their pace.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with that.
If you aren't confident, just sit out. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
No, I think everybody needs to start.
Yeah.
And if you're not keeping up with the pace that's already set by like you three, just go out.
Should we shoulder?
No, because like a lot of us are different heights.
Yeah, that's
so it's
true.
just gonna be hard for like
I'm not worried about the weight on my shoulder. Because if it's at either end, like it's not that bad.
Wait, so what are the rest of us gonna do? Just hang out in the middle?
I mean, you're just gonna cheer us on.
All right, for immunity, survivors ready, go! Holly and Sabrina dropping off right away. Holly and Sabrina not even playing for a second.
Watch out for the road, watch out!
Urukhai running with everybody. They're working well as a unit. They got all 7 people moving very well. Pretty dead even so far. Furiosa starting off with 2 fewer people. Holly and Sabrina are staying out of the challenge.
What? Come on. We might die, dude. We gotta go quicker,
I can't.
Can't what?
I'm like really sick.
Santi feeling a little sick in the middle. Urukhai is picking up steam. They've got the lead. You gotta pick it up, Furiosa. Santi is out. It's only 4 of them in the challenge now.
We do it on our hips.
You can do wherever you want.
Guys, we might have to go low. 1, 2, 3.
They're moving it down, slowing up a lot though. Here comes Urukhai. They've got all 7 people working together. See, they're ahead now.
Go. No.
Alex saying no to Victoria dropping off, but they are making a big lead. 4 people, Sierra, Eric, and the 2 Chris's working to stay alive. All 7 Urukhais working together. No one dropping out yet. Victoria's struggling.
One more lap, Victoria.
Victoria drops out of the challenge. It's now 6-4 in people. These 4 have been holding a lot of weight for a lot of time. Sierra is dropping out of the challenge. It's down to the 3 guys.
And they only got 3. That's why stay strong.
I have 2. Fuck!
Light falls out for Shannon.
Can't do this, guys.
They're slowing down. Can they catch up? They're trying to figure it out.
Whoa, don't drop it, don't drop it.
Urukhai wins immunity.
Yes! I'm so
The shoulder idea was terrible. It was terrible. The what idea? The shoulder, that was a bad idea.
Probably should have just done what they did and let more people hold the weight though.
So?
Urukhai did a fantastic job as a unit. Together.
Well, the challenge just goes to show our teamwork, guys. Our teamwork.
I mean, you win some, you lose some.
Urukhai, immunity is yours. Congratulations.
Yes!
1, 2, 3,
Urukhai! Yes! Woo!
Alright, Furiosa, tough challenge. Work out your strategy. You guys have to go to the tribal council, vote someone out. Got nothing else for you.
It's a little concerning losing, because who knows, the girls could all of them just gang up on the guys and easily just wipe us out. There's nothing we can do. I don't have an idol, neither just LeCompte or Thomas, as far as I know. I wanted to win at least one more, but now we have to do some scheming and make sure we stay alive.
Guys, we literally were like, you could be, if you were the stupidest you could have ever been in a Survivor Challenge, this was you.
We had a strategy, it just didn't work.
This one just absolutely blew. It was horrible. It didn't even feel like a real challenge. It just felt like we gave up.
We chose every wrong decision. It is what it is. Guys, it's okay.
It's a loss. It happens.
Just a whole team thing. It was just a big ball of suck.
Chris just seems to like take control of people's minds.
He gets along well with people in general, so...
Yeah, but he does it in such a sneaky way and people just don't realize. Like, he did that on the guys' tribe. Like, I thought it only worked like maybe on mixed tribes, but...
I'm scared. Like, I know my name's probably being thrown around. Everyone's name has been tossed around and I feel really nervous and like a huge target. And I wish I could feel at least somewhat secure, but I don't at all.
Holly told me that King like doesn't trust her or something. I don't know if it's true or not, but
Yeah, it's only because during our season, Eric pretty much just like he manipulated like almost everyone.
funny that him and Chris are just doing the exact same thing. Like I don't know. I would be fine taking out one of them. But do you think we could make it happen?
I'm trying to get it to happen with the girls, to be honest.
I would jump on board in a heartbeat. Survivor, like you gotta make some moves. You gotta do something.
Yeah. No, I get you. I got you.
I don't want to vote off Holly because she is loyal to both of us.
Right.
And I know she'll go with whatever the boys say. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Holly and Chris Lecomte are secret partners.
You do?
Yeah, so as long as we can get in on that, we're safe.
Honestly,
And then
I would be okay with voting out Ashley because she's like not helping our tribe. She can never come to anything. She's like always complaining about shit.
So I was really glad Sabrina was on my tribe. We've been like talking and stuff, and I feel like we're like actually kind of friends.
Is your partner still in?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you told me who your partner was,
Yeah.
right?
Did you forget?
Yeah, I did forget.
Good.
Please.
Chris Thomas.
Oh, okay. Did tell me that. You know?
No.
He doesn't know?
No.
In the very, very beginning, like when we were still at 20 people playing, me and Eric were talking about like keeping our Homeworker Alliance going. And he had asked me, he was like, who is your secret partner? And I told him, Chris Thomas. Just to kind of see like if he told people and if it got around, and of course it did because Eric can't keep his mouth shut. And so now I'm just kind of rolling with it.
Well, good news for you, but I want to vote you out. So I think that we should go for Ashley.
Can I throw a curveball at you?
Yeah.
I've heard from 2 people that you're my partner. Is that true?
So yesterday Chris Thomas calls me to talk strategy, and he was like, am I your secret partner? And I was like, ooh.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
That's not something you can really just say on the phone, Chris.
I guess. What's the difference between the phone and in person?
Because it's more personable. That's what in person is.
Okay. Alright, I can respect that.
Okay. Don't worry, I want to work with you.
That's good. I would like to work with you as well.
I was like, I'm not confirming or denying Chris, but all you need to know is that I really want to work with you. So I didn't break any rules, which is great. That everyone just keeps telling Chris, I'm your partner, so he has to trust me.
It was good talking to you.
Good talking to you too. Bye.
Bye. I feel like she's definitely my partner. So, ideally, I think my best situation is to get Ashley out. I wouldn't really want to get Holly out. If everyone came together to get Chris out, I'd be down, but I don't think that's going to happen. Because Sierra told me she wants to vote King, Ashley wants to vote King, Senti would rather vote King. No one wants to vote Chris, except for me. I want to vote Chris. I'm going to get him out. I'm going to get him. It's going to happen. Or else I'm going to die. Die trying. Either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. The thing is, I'm already a villain. So, if I live long enough, I'll become a hero. And the hero always wins in the end.
When it was just 3 of us, me, him, and Chris were just like, we gotta stop. We weren't gonna
I
get
thought it
them.
was such a good idea, and it wasn't. Yeah.
I done muffed up Aaron. The strategy for whatever hot pursuit, night pursuit, it just didn't work. We lost pretty blatantly. And I don't know, it's like one of these tribals, it's like one of these times where I just like don't want to talk to anyone.
Are you guys all gonna come to my tiki theme birthday party?
Yes.
No.
You're not gonna come, Chris?
I've thought about letting Eric get voted out because I think it's something that would help me. But I'm also recognizing that there are pairs and there are players to get out. I can't lose my right hand dude right now.
Like I told Eric, I was like, look, if Holly ever even like mentions like getting you out, I'll just tell her no. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess it's still not comforting because the few things I'm done for him, he's done for me, and eventually we're gonna have to done for each other anyways.
Me and Holly have both agreed not to get Sabrina or Eric out on our tribe because 1, we would lose Shannon's distrust, and 2, it would make us feel each worse because Holly's tight with Sabrina and I'm tight with Eric.
Our future plans may be a little different in our aims, but as of right now, I'm just willing to go for Sierra right now, especially because I don't see like it going home anytime soon on that tribe.
I agree.
So it's looking like Sierra and Chris could potentially be a second option.
Like, has Chris said that he wants me out?
He said that he's trying to make moves. Like, he has thinking about making a big plan, either to get you or I guess Eric out.
I was worried that I wasn't there. Like, no player wants to miss their team, being there with their team. But then, after the challenge ended, I got a text immediately from Holly and Chris. And that, reaffirmed that relationship that I knew I had, but it's still nice to hear it.
From my own perspective, I think Sierra's really sketchy, and I wouldn't mind getting around. So that's the way you wanted to go. I can literally get on board with either of them.
So you prefer Sierra over Chris?
I guess if I had to choose, I prefer Sierra over Chris, but it, like, literally...
Also, if you can, if you talk to any girls, just, like, try and get it off Eric for now.
I feel good about Chris Lecomte. When Alex got out, I had no idea it was going to form into like this tight of a bond, but I'm super glad that I did that because I honestly think that it's helped me get this far, and now getting this far, this is where I might actually start to help him, which I never actually expected because I've always kind of been on like the lower end of the totem pole, but now I think position-wise, I think Chris has more of a target on his back than I do.
I've heard Eric's name get mentioned as like a big move. Like that would be a huge move.
Alright, I gotta ask, is this Chris Thomas trying to pull this move? Because that's what he told me. He said he wants to make a big move. That's literally like the exact quote.
I feel very weird. Very weird, especially because I feel like Sierra trusts me to a certain extent. And I really, really like wanted to use her to vote out Eric. But it's just now's not the time.
I agree. I think we should table Eric, like not completely throw it out of the question for later.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't ever completely throw... Can you guys shut up? I don't completely throw anyone. Guys, for real. Oh my god.
Ashley and I and Chris Lecomte were all very close, and then Chris has Eric. So that gives us 4. So like ideally for me, Sierra is the move. I mean, I'm not super tight with her. I don't trust her fully, and she's still a partner in the game.
Me and Senti are thinking like, no, we should go for Ashley.
But here's like the thing, like we want to get out Ashley too, but Sierra's like making direct moves to get us out. So we just want to get her first. Then we think next week if we go to tribal again, we're gonna get out Ashley. She's harmless, dude.
Like I don't think Ashley has anything other than like me, and I just like don't think that it makes sense for me to do that.
Okay, well, Ashley really trusting you does not benefit me whatsoever.
I agree, but I also know that she's never gonna vote you out if I tell her not to.
Last night I was having a little bit of an internal crisis because I talked to Chris Lecomte and he's been like trying to gain my trust the whole time. I just feel like right now, like you're definitely working with other people more so than you're working with me, you know?
Such as who?
Like I feel like you, Holly, and Eric are super tight, and like there's.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I mean, obviously I live with Eric, so I'm obviously tight with him.
Yeah.
Where does my allegiance to Holly come in?
I don't know. You guys just seem like you're like always on the same side. You're always working together.
I don't know where you're like really coming up with that, but okay.
Who's your partner?
They're on the other tribe, and I would love it if they got voted out.
You promise they're on the other tribe?
Yes.
There's always that person in Survivor who is like too nice and they don't take out the big threat, and that's why they lose. And I don't want to lose, especially not to Chris Lecomte. And the more I thought about it, Chris Lecomte lied to me about his secret partner. I know his secret partner is Holly. That's the only person he can be.
Nicole, I literally have never once said that I want to vote you out. You're really frustrating, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry. I'm just like...
My biggest thing in the game is when I'm being straight with someone and they're like not returning favor, because I'm only straight with you in that I don't want you out of the game. Like I don't know what else to tell you.
I don't think you would, but it just like worries me.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what to say to that other than, like, I'm sorry you feel that way.
I don't know. I really think it's in my best interest and in the game's best interest to vote out Chris Lecomte now. I'm not going to ever want to vote him out. There's really no easy way around it. It's going to have to happen at some point. And no better time than the present. I don't really want to vote out Ashley, honestly.
Why?
Because Ashley's just, that's like not a strategic person to vote out.
So, who would you like to see go home?
I don't know.
I mean, what I was thinking is, who would you rather get out? Like, if you had the choice, Holly or Chris? Chris, right?
Yeah. But Chris is just too...
If we get King to vote Holly, Chris, Ashley, and Holly vote together, and then me, you, Sabrina, and Sierra, we could all vote Chris. We would have a 4 to 3 to 1.
Yeah. I just feel like I feel like he's gonna be so mad at me.
He's roommates with King, and he told you that he would vote King out.
That's true.
It's a game. If you're in for the game, you gotta think with your brain, not your heart.
I know. It's just hard. I'm a bleeding soul.
You're a nice girl.
I think Chris would be the better move. Chris would definitely be the better move.
I think no matter who was on our tribe, Chris would be the best move.
Yeah.
I think he's the best move in the game.
So if Chris is like our end game, how do we go about it?
Ashley, I don't think we'll vote against Holly. We should take out Ashley this week. I don't think anybody would bat an eye about it. Just make sure to tell Holly last.
Well, no, listen. Senti was down. Chris Thomas is down. I bet you Sierra will be down. But I told, like, Eric, and he was like, no, I don't think we can go for that.
That's shady.
So they said they want to go for Sierra.
As soon as Sierra's gone, they can basically run the table and vote out whoever they want.
Exactly.
We need to get out Ashley. We need to make that happen.
Why?
And what?
Why?
Because if they want to go for Sierra, if we get rid of Sierra, then that leaves you, me, and Thomas 3 versus the 4.
Why would we not try to vote for either Holly or Chris then? I feel like that's even more of a reason to vote for them.
So how would we get the votes to play out to make it work?
If we told Eric we were voting for Ashley, and then Eric votes for Ashley, and then the 4 of us vote for Chris, and then...
Do you think that we could pull that off?
I mean, it'd be tricky, but, like, obviously getting Chris the Compt out at any point is going to be tricky. Like, it's not going to be easy.
Now I realized how much Holly is a threat on our tribe. Her and LeCompte are secret partners. She has Ashley. And Eric is, like, wrapped around LeCompte's finger, which we can't have. So it definitely makes sense to start, like, breaking down Holly's numbers. Like, I love her, you're great, Holly, but you can't go to the merge. You're too good. That's a compliment, really. Like, you should be thanking me for saying such nice things. I don't know if it's gonna work. I guess we'll see tonight if it does. And, yeah, have fun.
Yeah, Chris Thomas already told me he'll do whatever I tell him to do. And I was like, you're voting with us. And then he said, who's us? And I told him, Senti.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I just want him to trust me.
No, it's okay. Plan was me, Sierra, Sabrina, and Chris Thomas vote for Chris the Compt. And then we tell Chris the Compt, Eric, and Holly that we're voting for Ashley in the hopes that at least one of them throws their vote or votes for Ashley to vote with us.
I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable doing something where you're gonna flip to the other side. I want you to be 100% comfortable.
No, I'm not gonna, like, I know how Chris plays. Like, if I hadn't won that memory challenge thing, like, he would have probably won the game.
That's probably true.
I
think this might work.
think it might.
We just have to keep this up.
Yeah, quiet. I really hope it works out. If it does, it's put me in a great position. If not, then we're fucking listening to Chris the Compt once again, and he's gonna be ruling shit, and I don't want that.
I talked to Senti. She would prefer to do Ashley. Sierra would obviously prefer to do Ashley, and then Sabrina would prefer to do Ashley, and I would personally prefer to do Ashley.
I don't know. I just like basically I know Sierra's gunning for me. Like I know she tried to do something for me this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She never came to me about it.
I honestly just really want to vote for Ashley because she's
Thing
just
is,
like annoying.
I
Like,
would
it's just
too.
annoying. And like her and Sierra are both like expendable at any time. Like no one's gonna vote with Sierra.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
The thing is, Sierra's kind of dangerous, but also I also don't know if the numbers would be for Ashley.
I don't want to vote Ashley out.
I know you don't. Best friends with her, so I shouldn't have told you
I'm
that.
not best friends with her.
I mean, I'm trying to tell you as like good faith. Like I don't want to lie to you. It's like hopefully that builds trust. But I mean, you could always just like throw your vote. You could vote for like.
Or I could just still vote for Sierra with Ashley. Chris Thomas, he knows that Chris LeCompte and Eric are like would write his name down. Like he knows that he can work with them for right now, but he knows that they'll turn on him at any second. Which is why I told him all the information about the partners and stuff.
I mean, yeah, she hasn't told me. I'm assuming
She just doesn't even care about the partner game.
Thanks, Sabrina.
If I'm even right about who I think,
You're probably right.
Like,
Same
you
way
have-
your partner's Chris.
they don't. I told you I'd be willing to vote Chris out, just not right now.
You also said you'd be willing to vote your partner out at some point. It's not
I
right
did
now.
say that. If I tell you in confidence who my partner is, will you not vote
No.
Ashley tonight?
Yes.
If I can,
Yes.
like, definitely swing it.
100%. Give you my word.
Okay.
And I won't tell another soul. It'll be strictly between me and you. I'm good for my word.
Alright, it's Chris.
It is Chris. But like I said, I'll give you my word. I will not vote Ashley tonight.
Okay.
100%.
So worst case scenario, it's gonna be 5-3. I don't think it's gonna go to a tie, unless Chris Thomas is a straight line to me. But it has to be Sierra, unfortunately, which will be stressful. But I'll be in a not stressed state of mind. I'm gonna know what I'm doing going into it by like 8 p.m. and I'm not gonna change what I'm doing.
Are you like excited or nervous for Drunk Tribal?
It seemed that Holly and Ashley were going to vote for Sierra, and we could get Chris and King to vote for Ashley, and we would have 4-2-2. But Chris isn't like down for that, so him and King aren't going to do it. But you know, like, I mean, I've been going for this for a while, so I'm not going to let it slip that easy. So I called Holly, and I was like, "Yo, Holly, like, I know you thought about bringing up King, but you didn't think we could make a move. We didn't have the numbers. But what if I got you the numbers?" So told Santi, told Sabrina, told Sierra, I was like, "Yo, tell Holly that we're good for King." I don't know. This is my best chance to make it happen. So I'm doing everything I can. I'm telling everybody lies, everybody everything. But hopefully Chris is calling tonight.
I just like no, I'm putting Ashley's name down based on like lack of challenge appearance, based on
Like that's why we sort of kept her around, was just so that we could like it would be like an easy get rid of, like eventually. It's been a real scramble. Oh my gosh. Like everyone's been telling each other lies like crazy. All I know for sure, as long as the other four don't band together and go after one other person, we're fine.
we all are like not stupid. Eric voted you out our season. I voted Ashley out our season. We just said this outside, like Sierra clearly cares more about it.
Oh god damn it. This is gonna be so shitty. Like I have nothing against Sierra, but like I know for me that like keeping Ashley in is so unbelievably crucial. Sierra, are you like still mad at me or?
Oh my god.
Yo.
No, I'm
put on the
not.
spotlight. Literally put on the spotlight.
I'm totally
Literally get fried.
gonna backstab you instead.
Literally get fried, Eric. That's what I'm worried about. Revenge juice.
Just to make things worse, this is happening at 2 a.m. I don't drink, but everyone's gonna be drunk, and I don't know if anyone's gonna stick to the plan. I don't know if anyone's gonna remember the plan. Like, remember who they told what, and like remember the lies that they told, and everything like that. Like, who knows what's gonna come out? Like, I am so worried for this tribal. This tribal is gonna be an absolute mess and chaotic. It's nerve-wracking. It is so nerve-wracking.
I don't know who you're talking to on It's on the Way,
Yeah.
but I think that this is how I strongly feel that they're doing Eric and not Ashley. They're not doing you or Ashley.
The timing of tribal is also not ideal for this one. I'm not even gonna get to meet Holly before this, and Holly has been sketching me out tonight. It's weird, and it's weird not having an idol. At least when I would have these my season, I would have an immunity idol. And if I ever really felt nervous for myself, which I don't tonight, I genuinely don't feel nervous that my name's gonna come up. But I fear that it'll be Eric or Ashley out, and that would be worst case scenario for me at this point.
Am I the only sober person here right now?
Alright. So Holly, you guys have 5 girls on this team, only 3 guys.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I really don't know what's happening tonight. So, like, I'm probably not the best person to ask your questions.
Senti, what do you think? Are there some obvious pairings that you just, people know coming in that they're going to be something to at least think about?
I mean, I think really the only obvious is like Chris and Eric, but like, I don't even think people know themselves who they're going with.
Chris Thomas, so LeCompte and Eric named as kind of an obvious pair. What is it like having that on the tribe and other ones that you see forming?
I made my statements beforehand at our last travel, and people know where I sit.
I mean, the only people at your last tribal were me and Eric. The 5 girls that went at your last tribal.
That's fine for him to say. I'm sure everyone knows exactly where I sit.
Sabrina, what do you think? You got the pair. You got mentioned Compton, Eric.
I mean, I agree with what everybody has said. You just really need to see how the vote plays out tonight to figure out what's going to go on.
I'm not buying the bullshit. I'm not buying the bullshit from you.
Honestly, Austin, you have to buy the bullshit because that's all you're going to get.
First off,
TBA.
Because how do you figure it out?
I figure it out just by going with my gut. It just makes you, makes everybody not want to tell you any more information. So
Holly, you're going against your gut. What do you mean?
Majority is going against what I think is right. So it's not smart for me to go against the majority regardless. So I'm doing what I'm doing tonight against what I think is better.
Ashley, you're shaking your head. What? You not see that logic?
If you really think it's going against your logic, then it's really not a good idea. But that's how I vote. So if you really think it's like gonna hurt you, why would you? But I probably won't.
So Holly, I will. Holly, what's going on? What's these last minute conversations? Why is it so up in the air?
Because what I thought was happening before after all of my meetings today, I thought we had a solid plan. And then I'm like starting to get ready for the night and literally shit just blew up in front of my face. Everything changed.
Fenty, so how do you figure out who a target this week? Is it someone who's a big threat?
I think it's like really hard at this point because if we had never played before, it would be who isn't contributing as talented. But it's kind of like, what is the best move for me in the long run? And then what's going to benefit me the most that I can get a lot of people to agree with.
Who feels more confused than they did coming in tribal? So who needs to know? Who wants to ask any questions to anybody? Is anybody wondering stuff?
Yeah, I'll jump on that. I mean, if you guys want to be back here over and over again, then vote out me or Eric. I mean, my biggest flaw in my season was that I played with someone who I was. Are you good? Am I interrupting? My biggest flaw was that I played with someone who I was never willing to vote out, which was Steve. If I had ever once played for myself, I potentially could have won. So if people think that I'm 100% loyal to Eric because of whatever they think, it's a 100% duo, then they're incorrect.
Ashley, why shouldn't it be you?
Honestly, like, if anyone actually genuinely took a look, I'm probably one of the least of their worries, to be honest. Like, look around. I've heard my name out there because I can't make a lot of tribals, and that's because my aunt and my mom have been in the hospital consistently for the past 2 months. So I want to put out there that despite everyone that wants to vote me out because I can't be there, it's because both my aunt and my mom are going through a lot of health reasons, and it's kind of hurtful that people are putting me out there. Like, what's going on?
Cynthia, how are tonight's vote?
Tonight's vote sucks. Literally, like, I hate Survivor right now. It really sucks because, like, I genuinely like every single person on this tribe, and like, if we were at the merge right now, I'd want to work with every single person, but like you can't. And I just feel like everyone has different reasons for wanting to vote out people, and like, you really just have to look and see like what's best for you. But like, I don't know what the heck is best for me. So, whatever.
All right, it is time to vote. We will start with Sierra first.
I'm voting for Chris Holmes because I'm sorry, but you know what? You and Holly are a secret partner, and honestly, the only reason I'm fucking doing this and convincing people to do it is because me and Chubo are a partner, and we're more important than you guys are. Also, I'm freezing my tits off.
Holly refused to look me in the eye while tribal hogs sat next to her. I tried. I literally just stared at her the entire time, and she wouldn't do it.
I said I'd be fine getting voted out if it was before Chris, but I want to make fun mark. I want to try to get Chris out. If it works, then it works and we're good. But if not, then I'm fucked. So thank you.
This is not what I want to do at all. But if I go against what I'm doing right now, it would be a tie. And forcing a tie is just not smart. So I'm just going with the 4 that will not budge to go against Sierra. So I'm going for Eric. I don't want to vote Eric right now. Out right now. I'm sorry if this is what actually happens. Eric, I'm so sorry.
No idea what's going on. No idea who goes home. It's literally the shambliest vote ever.
Alright. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Sierra. Eric. Sierra. Eric. We're tied. 2 votes Sierra, 2 votes Eric, 4 votes left. Fifth vote. Chris LeCompte. Chris LeCompte. We're tied. 2 votes Sierra, 2 votes Eric, 2 votes Chris LeCompte, 2 votes left. Chris LeCompte. That's 3 votes Chris LeCompte, 2 votes Sierra, 2 votes Eric, 1 vote left. Eighth and final vote. Sierra. We're tied. 3 votes Sierra, 3 votes Chris LeCompte, 2 votes for Eric. That brings us to a revote. Chris and Sierra will not vote. Everybody else will get a vote. You can only vote for Chris LeCompte or Sierra.
Is that still over there?
Take it over there, I'll meet you there. Don't worry. Here, take these. I got more. I'm sorry.
One and 6 ain't bad. Fucking send the shit to us.
I swear to God, I'm pretty sure this is Chris Thomas's fault. I'm voting for Sierra. Obviously, because I don't want Chris LeCompte gone.
This is mad no bueno. I don't know whether to believe it was Santi or Sabrina. I'm assuming Sarah didn't vote for herself. With the vendetta I've had the entire game, like, I think it's worth the rocks, so.
Oh my God.
You told me you voted for Ashley.
Like literally everyone said
Ashley
Ashley.
got-
Anyone vote
Ashley
for
got
Ashley?
0
No one
votes.
voted for Ashley. Not a single person.
I got 2
voted for
votes.
Ashley.
Well, that's myself, Oh god. All I'm saying is if it goes to rocks and I'm in this game, everyone better watch the fuck out.
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Sierra. Krista Combs. Sierra. Krista Combs. We're tied. 2 votes Sierra, 2 votes Krista Combs, 2 votes left. Sierra.
Give me that. Sorry, guys.
That's 3 votes Sierra, 2 votes Krista Combs, 1 vote left.
Oh, give me that. Go Rocks.
Get on the rocks.
6th vote.
7th person voted out as Survivor Maryland All-Stars, Sierra. That's 4. Sierra, that's enough tonight. Sierra, tribe is focused. It's time for you to go. Head over there.
Be over there in a sec, Sierra. If anything is proven by tonight, you guys have a long way to go to play, and do not rely on phone calls and text messages to figure out your votes. If there's one lesson for tonight, I think that should be it. That's all I got. Free to go.
Next time on Survivor. It's 3 a.m. on a college Saturday night, and the fallout from Tribal isn't pretty.
I will walk home.
Like, what the fuck?
I told you I was playing. I
If
thought
you put it at 4, then that's Sierra. It would have been gone.
Listen to me speak,
I'm
so you know how bad you fucked up. So when I vote you out, you know it.
Fucking worst tribal council ever at 3:30 in the morning, Austin. You know, it is what it is. It was between me and Chris just played a better game. He had more people's respect, or he had more people's trust. Either way, someone didn't vote according to plan, and somehow I feel like that's Chris Thomas or Senti. I have no idea, and they voted for me instead. I don't know if it was something I said, or if someone else convinced them otherwise, like last minute, or if they just never intended to do it at the beginning. Like, I have no idea. Sooner than I wanted, but I'm definitely happy with the season, and I'm happy that I got the second chance. So, yeah, there's not much else to say. I'm really happy I got to play.